Why am I sensing foreshadow here? Because I'm about to attempt LarryBoy Fanatic. Huh? Care for a bite, LarryBoy Fanatic? Of your phone? What? No, I meant the chocolate bar that I have. Right here in my hand. Wait, I thought you said you had news about VeggieTales in the house. Just look on the chocolate bar, phone, just take it. Would you really trust somebody who is this close to you and says, care for a bite? When I first saw this scene, I was a bit shocked because this was coming from VeggieTales, the show that said no to scaring kids. And it doesn't help that LarryBoy isn't paying attention to her while she's covering the Larry cave with her web until she transforms the place into what's called the chocolate room. Willy Wonka, anyone? Don't worry, I don't have any web with me, so we're not going to get into trouble for making a mess. But we are in a different room. So LarryBoy samples off the chocolate flowers, or whatever you call those plants. But they immediately follow up the invasion of personal space with the bad apple copping a feel on LarryBoy's back and then forcing him into an embrace. Why would she do that? Well, don't get me wrong, she does the same thing to Alfred later on, but this is my nightmare. And so is Drake from The Pebble and the Penguin. Going back to my previous argument, this was unexpected when I first saw this. It's like watching a train wreck, like there's trouble brewing, and it's like, dude, get out. The exit is that way. In fact, LarryBoy had so many opportunities to leave this place, but he didn't because the bad apple is feeding him his temptation. Now, another thing that bugged me in the scene is that there's this one point where LarryBoy says, "Oh, I don't think I should," and the bad apple looks at him as if she's annoyed that he just said that. She has this annoyed look. It's like, dude, she doesn't care. The bad apple doesn't care about morals. She doesn't care about your irresponsible butler. That's only getting in the way of her pleasure. Do not come near me. Oh my gosh, DreamWorks is being bought by Comcast? That's why there's a holdup on the series. But if they built up this new League of Incredible Vegetables and VeggieTales in the house, there shouldn't be any reason to cancel the show. If that was the case, then that would have been a total waste of time and animation. The VeggieTales brand is going down the drain. Why did they give LarryBoy a new costume design? They were probably like, oh yeah, we need to be of the times, but you know how fads are, they fade away. Does that mean LarryBoy will fade away too? Oh my gosh, what is going on? I think the Netflix series is on hiatus for a reason. I can't even hear myself think. You know what, just shut up, bad apple. Alright, fine. By the way, there's a lake of chocolate that you're about to fall into. Huh? Bad apple, you're going down. I have Netflix. Oh, cool. Ta-ta, boys. Or girls. Okay, girls acting like boys. I've got a big surprise for her. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and leave and assume that y'all aren't gonna get out of this mess. Okay, bye. Score 1 for the reviewers.
Score one for you, boss.
By the way, the bad apple really did that in the movie. She puts a spider leg to Curly's neck. Yeah, that looks like she wanted to slit his throat. Good times. While the bad apple is setting up shop with Appley's Funhouse 2, while Curly acts as carnival barker to get people to go inside, we cut to Alfred trying to get LarryBoy to wise up and help get each other out of their temptations. And then this happens. Yeah, after LarryBoy's plunger ear knocks over the sports drink, it spills onto Alfred, dissolving the web. Then Alfred techno babbles about how the drink works like an acid because of the potassium in it.
Okay, Alfred, English. Okay? English.
So after admitting their weaknesses and reconciling, LarryBoy and Alfred head off to rescue the mayor and Petunia. The coolest rescue, though, was with Petunia because of the Tron reference and the fact that LarryBoy uses his plunger ears to swing around to get to Petunia, the damsel in distress. Yeah, that was pretty cool. I mean, who doesn't want to see that? And now we've reached the showdown of the movie, with our characters becoming a team. Petunia goes live to warn people about the bad apple, the mayor barks orders to the workers to secure the area, and LarryBoy takes out Curly and confronts our villain.
You may have spoiled my pleasure, but I'm still standing. I'm gonna make you eat your words, bad apple. Are we gonna talk or are we gonna fight? Well, I'd rather fight than listen to your apple puns.
This is by far the best scene in the movie, the fight scene. LarryBoy being in the air multiple times, the bad apple fighting back with a web shooter, and people loading up on sports drinks to dissolve the web that's holding down the funhouse. Now, just so you know, this was all a team effort, which emphasizes the fact that it takes the help of other people in order for someone to overcome addiction. And like I said in my top 8 hardcore moments video, this fight scene has to be seen to be believed.
This isn't over, LarryBoy Fanatic. I'm gonna get LarryBoy if it's the last thing I do. Oh, I didn't know that you were hitting on LarryBoy this whole time. I mean, I'll understand if you're bi. And the fact that you tried to hug LarryBoy Fanatic earlier. So, what happens now?
What happens now is that the fight scene bookends with LarryBoy doing a Spider-Man reference by slingshotting the bad apple out of town with his plunger ears. And if it makes you happy, bad apple, you idiot, LarryBoy almost gets stabbed with the statue's shovel. Okay, seriously, what is it with this risky imagery? First the seduction, then the bad apple getting her pleasure, her threat to slit someone's throat, and now the shovel? I mean, it doesn't stab him, but his chest comes pretty close to that thing.
Dude, whatever. Now, about that review. You know, I kind of learned something from this review/reenactment. What's that? Well, sticking with the theme of fighting temptation, I mean, there's more to life than just LarryBoy. I mean, I won't stop making videos about LarryBoy, but I like other things too. As for me, life is way more than just watching movies and shows on your phone. I mean, just get outside for a while. And we also do react videos occasionally. Well, yeah, and also, I've started reviewing Bible Man videos. People should know the reason why LarryBoy is a much better superhero than Bible Man. So far, I reviewed 2 Bible Man episodes. So you see, guys, we're not gonna let our temptations get in the way of our lives. As long as we have each other.
So we learn the moral of this is that...
Hang on, Fanatic. What's that? What's what? That. Does that mean that the Bad Apple's story isn't over? That she's gonna come back someday to get revenge? What does this mean? That would have been cool. But with VeggieTales in the house, that's highly unlikely. That's just sad.
So we learn the moral of this is in Matthew 26:41. Y'all can look it up anytime y'all want, but I'm just going to go over it briefly.
Basically, what that verse is saying is that even though we would say, oh, it's no big deal, we can handle this ourselves, you would still need the help of your family and friends to overcome temptation. Well, I think it's a pretty good moral for this movie.
And then the movie ends with a music video, which totally beats the original LarryBoy theme song from the 90s by a long shot. We have heavy metal musical accompaniment. We also have these grand visuals of the city backdrops, as well as the smoke machines. It's unbelievable. And come to think of it, this music video could be subject to another LarryBoy Fanatic video.
So, Fanatic, any final thoughts on this movie? Oh... where do I begin?
Not only is this the best LarryBoy movie ever made, but this is also the best one I've seen, period. To me, this was well earned because after the disappointments brought up in the Cartoon Adventure series, this was the LarryBoy universe's salvation. Now I know that disappointments would be raised in the League of Incredible Vegetables, but for now, we have this movie to be proud of. Now, despite the awkward moments from this movie, it doesn't mean that a good movie should be perfect. For what it is, this was awesome, and I'm grateful to have done a review/reenactment on this movie.
So thanks for watching this video, and if you liked this video, be sure to click that like button and subscribe. And until next time, this has been the LarryBoy Fanatic, the eyes and plunger ears of the LarryBoy universe. If you want. Well, whatsoever, Critic, thanks for joining me in my review/reenactment. You're very welcome, Fanatic. See you later. Bye.